Good afternoon, Floss Tube. It's Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. This is Saturday the 15th of August. And this is Chart of the Day video number 73, I think. Again, I did not look. Dan took a painkiller and wants to nap for a little while, so I thought I would quit cleaning and come out here and do a video really quickly. So I'm not really as organized as I could be, but we're gonna go with it. So let's start with Dan. Now let's go back and say welcome. Sorry, where are my manners? Welcome. I hope everyone is doing okay. It's a beautiful day here. The storm went by Omaha last night. It didn't actually give us any rain, but it went by and it took some humidity away with it. So it's a, oh sorry, this is not stable at all. It took some of the humidity away with it. So it's a beautiful day. There's a nice breeze, and since he wanted to nap, I thought, well, I'm gonna come out here and do this real quick. So Dan, surgery went well. He has quite a bit of pain if he doesn't keep up on the painkillers, but he's doing well. And they said in a week he goes back and he'll get a removable cast at that point, so he can take it off for showering and to start getting range of motion back. So he's doing good. I want to thank everyone for all your well wishes for him. I did share them with him, and he appreciates them all. And maybe tomorrow, if he's feeling up to it, tomorrow or Monday, we're going to try and do a Dan and Julie show. We'll see. Okay. Question of the day from Thursday, because today is Saturday. I didn't do one yesterday, so it had to be Thursday. Question of the day from Thursday was the one-way ticket to Mars. Would you take it? We are not an adventuresome group. Just a very few of you said, yeah, you'd take that ticket. But most of us said not just no, but heck no, or hell no. They're staying firmly planted on Earth along with me, so I'm glad to know I won't be alone. I was surprised that more people didn't say yes. I didn't factor in that cross-stitchers are maybe not adventuresome people. I don't know. I hate to make that sweeping judgment, because my group of people that comments is not terribly large, so I guess I shouldn't make a statement like that based on just our small group. But our small group is not adventuresome. So anyway, yeah, I still was a little bit surprised. So we're going to go right on into a chart of the day. I grabbed it very quickly at the end of the day on Thursday, so it's just a little thing that I thought some of you might enjoy. In the world of finishing, a strawberry is actually a very easy finish. Take it from me, because I'm not a good finisher. So strawberries I can do. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. This is from Scattered Seed Samplers. It's the Little Berry Thief Pin Keep, and it's a strawberry. The chart sells for $12. There are 5 DMCs called for, and it's called to be stitched on 36 count Vintage Country Mocha. You're supposed to use 1 strand of floss. The bird's eye is over 1, so keep that in mind. Stitch count is 101 by 56, so your approximate finish size on 36 is going to be about 4.5 by 3.5. And looking at this, she does give you pretty good directions on how to do the finish. Plus there's a ton of videos on YouTube on how to do finishing, so check out Vonna Pfeiffer. She's like the queen of finishing. So Twisted Stitcher, she has lots of videos, and they're very easy to follow, so keep that in mind. Floss is going to look like, I don't have a table out here today, so I'm winging it, guys. I was cleaning when he decided he wanted to take a nap, so I thought, well, okay, I'll just quickly do this. So I didn't carry my table out or anything, I just came on out. So there's the floss. And all that dust from cleaning, and now my nose is running. Okay, so that's the Vintage Country Mocha with the floss. So that is what is called for. And of course I had to choose a couple other things for you. This is 36 count Nantucket Brew from R&R. Which is a gray. It's just a basic gray, but it would look good on there too. Then I pulled, what did I pull? I don't even remember now. Fawn, F-A-U-N, as opposed to F-A-W-N. This is, picture this, plus fawn. Lakeside Linens also has a fawn, but it's spelled F-A-W-N. Yeah. It's a very pretty color and would look nice. Give it an older look. And, you know, one of my favorites is Murtaugh. So this is only 32 count, so your strawberry would be larger. But it would still be pretty on there. So, I hope you enjoyed that chart. It's a cute one. I have quite a few new things coming in over the next, hopefully, week or so. My problem lately has been I hadn't received my floss orders, so trying to pull the floss has been a little bit difficult. But I got floss in Thursday from Weeks and Classic Colorworks, not from Gentle Arts, so I'm still low on that one, but better stocked on my Weeks and my Gentle or Classic Colorworks than I have been for a few weeks. So it'll make it a little easier anyway to choose a chart of the day, because a lot depends on what I actually have in the store to show you. And yes, I could do a complete conversion, but sometimes there's just not time to do something like that. Let me think. What else before we get to our question of the day? So, I already told you surgery went well. I've been cleaning this morning. Figured as long as he's just sitting in a chair not making a mess, I might as well clean up. So, I vacuumed and I dusted, and I even Windexed my appliances, which hasn't happened for a while. I moved the refrigerator out and cleaned under that because that hadn't been done in, I can't even tell you when the last time I did that was. So got that done, cleaned the bathroom. So the main floor is pretty good except for the library and the dining room, which are still, you know, retreat projects are everywhere, and I'm not even gonna try until all the projects are done, which won't happen now because the mister has a broken wrist. So, and most of what's left is stuff that he needs to do. So that's probably a good thing that I don't think we'll have fall retreat, because I don't think things would be ready. What else do I know? I wanted to say that a couple of people had suggested that Dan and I try watching Yellowstone. So we watched the first episode Thursday night. And I don't know, I'm going to give it another episode. But I didn't really care for any of the characters. Like, I didn't like them at all. But I'll give it another go. I'll watch another episode, but so far I'd have to say, meh. I'm sure it's a good show, just not necessarily for me. Got a Zoom meeting tonight, so doing some stitching this evening. I did stitch last night. Dan was dozing pretty much all evening. So I worked on Quaker Welcome. I wanted to get... Quaker Welcome kind of has a top, a middle, and a bottom, if you're not familiar with it. And I wanted to get the top part done, which I did. And then I was looking at it, and I like that top part a lot. The alphabet and the bottom part I'm kind of on. And so I'm trying to decide now whether I want to just be done with it, because I like that top part so much, and I'm ambivalent on the bottom part. So I don't know. I do not know. I'm going to ponder it for a while and decide what I want to do with that. Tonight will be Land That I Love from Teresa Kogut. And then tomorrow, again, I'm supposed to work on Quaker Welcome. But I don't know that I will have made my decision by then, so it may not happen. I have plenty of other things I can work on. Other than that, I don't have any plans for the rest of my weekend. Oh, yes, I do. I'm supposed to be getting a new water softener Monday. So I kind of got to clear a pathway to it. It's Dan's got his, he's teaching remotely. So he has his little teaching area. What in the world is that? I think there's a big old cicada hanging on the netting over there. I thought it was a spider at first. Dan, teaching area. He has that all set up, so it's really difficult to get through the basement because our basement is kind of L-shaped. It's not very wide, so by the time you have him set up, you really can't walk to the side of the basement that you need to get to the water softener. So I'm going to have to take him downstairs and have him tell me what I can unplug and move so that they can get to the water softener on Monday and replace that. And then I think my water heater is also leaking, so we may have to address that too. But otherwise, that's all I got going on. I brought some work home with me, so I'm going to do some work, do some laundry, and that'll be my weekend. I'm hoping to be back at the shop on Tuesday. I'm hoping Dan will be at least well enough that he'll be off the narcotics and can make good choices. Which, even when he's not on narcotics, doesn't always happen. So I want him off the narcotics before I leave him to his own devices. He will be off all next week. So now it's that time of the video when I give you my question of the day. And it's kind of a take on the previous question of the day. So the previous question was, one-way ticket to Mars. Would you take it? And I'm curious to see if any of you would do a round trip. If it was like just a, hey, you want to go see Mars? See what it's all about? Would you go then? My answer is still the same. I barely travel out of Omaha, so getting me to Mars is just, it's not happening. Someday I want to go to Hawaii, but getting me there is probably, you're going to have to pry me out of my house and onto a plane to go. It's not that I'm afraid of flying, I just don't travel well. Even to places I've been before. There is that big fear of the unknown factor. Like, I don't even like going into a restaurant I've never been in before, unless I'm with someone who has been there. So getting me to go someplace is always a struggle, and you don't want to be around me the week before. But I do someday want to go to Hawaii. I would love to go to like Scotland or Ireland. I used to want to go to Australia really bad, but then I heard about those one spiders that are really nasty there, and I'm sure one of them would track me down. It would find out I was there, and it would track me down and bite me, and I'd be dead. So I've taken that one off my bucket list. But yeah, probably none of that will ever happen, just because it's so hard to get me out to go anywhere. So that's my question of the day. Are you more adventuresome if you know you can come back home? So it's a two-way ticket. My answer remains the same. I think a few of you might change your answers, but I think a large portion of you are going to say no, you're going to stay here too. So we'll have a party while the rest of you go visit Mars, and you can come back and tell us all about it. All right. I don't know that I have anything else. And I don't think I do. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. You know, I might do 2 questions, because I thought about it yesterday. I could save it, but I think we had that storm that came through that did produce a tornado. I don't think it touched down and caused any damage, but it got me thinking. You know, there was that hurricane. Was that one? I can't pronounce a hurricane. I think it was a hurricane. There was the hurricane. We've had the tornado. There's been earthquakes. And I'm just curious. Yeah, we're going to do 2 questions. It's a weekend. We can do that, right? Would you, if you had a choice, would you prefer a hurricane, a tornado, or an earthquake? I'm going to go with a tornado. Just because I think part of it is familiarity. I've been through one. They suck, but I've been through one. You do get, most of the time you do get a warning that it's coming, so you can take shelter, and if you have appropriate shelter, generally speaking, you're okay. A hurricane, you get warning, but it's usually a bigger area, and it lasts for days sometimes, whereas a tornado is in and out quickly. So you know, you either get hit or you don't. Oh, sorry, I hit the pillow. Never having been through a hurricane, I don't know for sure, but I'm just saying, from what I've seen, I think I would. And an earthquake comes out of the blue, and you know me, I don't like surprises. So, and again, it can be widespread, and the damage can be, I mean, pretty devastating. So I think I would rather have a tornado. That's my thought process anyway. So, which would you prefer? So we've got 2 questions of the day. I'm looking forward to your answers. I want you to get some stitching done this weekend and enjoy the weekend. Hopefully most of you have power back. I know those in Cedar Rapids may not have it back until next week. They got hit with that freakish wind that took out the canopy again. Thankfully, it was not as bad here as it was in Cedar Rapids, but it still took out the canopy again. So, and I guess we're lucky the storm didn't hit here, because it would have taken out the canopy again, and that really would have been it. There would be no saving it for the rest of the year. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna quit jabbering on and wish you all a good weekend. I will try and see you. No, probably not Tuesday. I will try and see you either Sunday or Monday. Otherwise, it'll be Wednesday. So take care until then. Bye. It's me again. I completely forgot my second question to you from Thursday's video, which was asking for your help, and I didn't want you to think that I had totally blown you off, because I didn't. I read all the comments. Maybe it was the video from Wednesday. I don't know what day it was that I did that video. Whenever it was, I had asked you for your assistance in coming up with what I could do as a shop owner to make the situation a little bit better for people coming to the store without showing up without an appointment. And you all had some very good suggestions. The first one, the one mentioned most often, blah, 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 I can't talk. The one mentioned most often was to lock the door, which was a great idea. However, my door did not lock from the inside. So but I did take your suggestion, and I called the locksmith. That video must have been Wednesday. God, time just flies, doesn't it? Anyway, whatever day it was, the next day I called the locksmith, and they were out, because they're just up the street from me. They were out, and they fixed it so it now locks from the inside. And I did add some additional signage to the door. The phone number is there twice. The offer to, hey, if you show up without an appointment, give us a call to see if we have availability right then. That is now on there. I probably will revise it one more time. There were a couple other suggestions I thought I might take. I'm going to see how this goes next week, because I was only there the one day that we could actually lock the door, and actually didn't have any business that day, so didn't make a difference. Anyway, I wanted to say thank you very much for your thoughtful ideas and comments and your support. I did appreciate that greatly. You know, as a shop owner, I want to do the best I can and provide the customers with the best experience that I can, and sometimes I know I fall short, so I strive to be better every day, and I appreciate your assistance in that. So Thank you again. I'm just going to add this on to the end of the other video, so hopefully you will see it. I hope. So, again, take care till next time. Bye.